There's no point in like getting into the mix of all that. Because the moment you say something, the moment you react in a certain way, it's like a thread for these people. They just add on to whatever they already said about you and make it seem as if now you're even crazier. Like whatever they had originally said was correct about you. Anybody and everybody has a mouth, and unfortunately there's going to be people out there who will create a narrative or say something about you that isn't true, as if they've been known you since the start, like since legit, like literally, like since y'all were like in the sandbox together or something. The fact that people go out their way and try to belittle you, undermine you, and instigate, like there must be something in your life that's going on that you just want to escape from, and you feel like it's better to just talk about somebody else's life. It has to be that, or you're just bored for real. Each and every single day that you're here, you're winning already by just being here, by just breathing. Remind yourself, what do I want to do? What's my purpose? What makes me happy? What am I grateful for? When you remind yourself of those kind of things, you're not fazed by what people say. You remember what's really important to you. CEOs, what's up? It's your boy CEO. Obviously, I'm back with another video, and it's that time of the week, so let's get into it. Message of the week. This is to remind you and in a way regain that focus on those powerful thoughts that you might not always feel and or be present in due to the life you live. This is meant for you to relate with us, go forth with and applying the message to yourself. Whether you work a 9 to 5, attend school part-time and or full-time, raising a family of your own, let alone having to be the man of the house or the woman in the house, an athlete, someone who is living paycheck to paycheck currently, dealing with a loss, and etc. This is just a few things that come to my mind as of right now. Can you get the point? It's meant for everyone and their mamas. Also, I say currently in regard to living paycheck to paycheck because I know you can and will get yourself out that system. That being said, the message of the week for this week is, let them talk. That's right, you heard me. You just keep doing you. It's not your responsibility to correct the way you express yourself, the way you live your life. Emphasis on your life. Reason being, you are you, and you define yourself through your actions, through your efforts. Thus, do not waste your time fidgeting with those who talk about you. Isn't it crazy though? People would rather spend their breath, their energy, their time talking about you, discussing like they know you, instead of leveling themselves up. And let me make this clear. Your time is very precious. Tomorrow isn't known. It's actually unknown. Only the present day that we are living in is known, aka Ahun, right now. Therefore, embrace your entire being wholeheartedly, regardless of those who feel the need to talk about you. Feel me on what I say next. That isn't your fight. That isn't your battle. You deserve more than just the opinions, the word of mouth, the chit-chat regarding you. Again, they want you to be stuck on what they have to say about you, as if they're right. At the end of the day, the world is yours. So do not stop until you have everything that you desire. Reality is what you do next. And with that being said, before I get into these 2 screenshots that I feel like go best with what I had to share with y'all, for this week's message of the week, I'm gonna just say this: 2 things. One, you're either doing something right, which I'm sure you are. So you're either doing something right, and or people are just bored. So there's this talk. They'll just discuss, they'll gossip. But it's not your responsibility to get into the mix of all that and correct every single thing that someone says about you. Like, a lot of the times it's people who don't even know your entire being. They don't know your story. They don't know all of you. They don't even know what you've gone through or what you've been currently going through. They might hear only like a piece of the story or something that's going on currently in your life, and they just run with it. They'll create a narrative and they'll run with it. At the end of the day though, you are you. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not have to go out your way and be like, no, this and this. Because let me also just say this, the second part. When you go ahead and try to fix or correct a narrative that someone creates about you, right? If you react in a certain way, right? Honestly, nowadays people will just go with anything and they'll just twist your words. That's what I mean by like, there's no point in like getting into the mix of all that. Because the moment you say something, the moment you react in a certain way, It's like a thread for these people. They just add on to whatever they already said about you and make it seem as if now you're even crazier. Now you're even more like whatever they had originally said was correct about you. You feel me? So let them talk. Let them speak. If they want to spend their time, their energy, their breath talking about you instead of leveling themselves up, that's their problem, not yours. At the end of the day, we don't even know about tomorrow. So do we really want to be wasting our time focus on what they have to say about us? No, absolutely no, absolutely not. Excuse me, but you get my point, right? Like anybody and everybody has a mouth, you know, and unfortunately there's going to be people out there who will create a narrative or say something about you that isn't true, as if they've been known you since the start, like since legit, like literally, like since y'all were like in the sandbox together or something, like, which is completely false. Those who've honestly been around you, those who understand you, those who genuinely love you, do not go out their way and start a narrative, create a narrative, excuse me. It's those who just don't know you, those who don't get you. And that's my point too. It's like, if they don't understand you, it's not your, purpose to correct their misunderstanding or have them understand you. Either get me or you don't. Either way, you're good for it. Either way, I'm good for it. You feel me? You have to have that type of mentality. If not, bro, the moment they see that they got you, they have your attention, they're just going to play with you. They're going to keep on going. That's what they want. They want you to be stuck on what they say about you. They want you to be stuck on, whatever it is that they create, like, about you. Like, it's just crazy. Like, for real. People are actually out here really, instead of, like, they're really just bored, if anything, honestly. Like, the fact that people go out their way and try to belittle you, undermine you, and instigate, like, for real, like, it's just, you're bored. I'm sorry. Respectfully, you're just bored. There must be something in your life that's going on that you just want to escape from, and you feel like it's better to just talk about somebody else's life. It has to be that, or you're just bored for real. Because it makes no sense why people out here really rather just discuss about other people instead of discuss about their own goals with themselves. And that's what I really want you to understand too, is like, people who actually have goals, desires, they're not going to spend their time, spend their day actively talking about other people. They're going to be actively working, especially in silence. They're going to be working in silence. You're not even going to know what they're doing because they're too busy. So, like, that's my point. Like, if you go out your way and get into the mix of all that, if they know that they have your attention, if they got you, hesitating, stuttering, whatever the case may be, bro, they're just gonna, like, they're gonna add more to the bullshit. And we don't care about the bullshit. We're not fazed by the bullshit, even regardless of how crazy the story is, because at the end of the day, you know who you are. Your actions, your efforts define who you are, not what they say with their mouth. That's just word of mouth. Words are powerful. We get that. We know that. But at the end of the day, we have our own words to uplift ourselves, to push us forward, to propel us forward. All right, so don't stop when someone says some bullshit. Don't just, give them your attention. That's like your money, you feel me? Like, that's like your pockets. Like, your pockets is bleeding every time you go ahead and just try to correct the bullshit. It's bullshit at the end of the day, right? So you don't need to. That's not your calling to you know what I'm saying? That's the devil's work, and we don't care about the devil. We're not here to, you know what I'm saying, like, play with the fire, you feel me? Like, two negatives, two wrongs don't make a right, you feel me? So you just keep doing you, all right? And with that being said, I have two screenshots that I feel like go best what I had to, two screenshots that I feel like go best what I had to share with you, like I said earlier. If I can speak, all right? So the first one says this: my silence doesn't mean I agree with you. It means your level of stupidity left me speechless. I'm going to say that one more time. My silence doesn't mean I agree with you. It means your level of stupidity left me speechless. Last but not least, the second one says this: 0% small talk, 200% grind. They talk, we hustle. I'm going to say that one more time. 0% small talk, 200% grind. They talk, we hustle. All right, so just because you're silent does not mean, you know what I'm saying, you're a pussy or you're a wuss or whatever the case may be. Like you're afraid or something. No, you just know that their level of stupidity, you're not gonna like stoop down to that level and, you know, discuss with them or even interact with them. So just be quiet. Like they want you to say something because the moment you speak, that's another thing they're gonna run with. They're gonna entertain. They're gonna just create dummy narratives about you that is just ridiculous, okay? And then 0% small talk, 200% grind. They talk, we hustle. Again, all money in. We're focused on us. We're not trying to, you know what I'm saying? Everyone can talk. Everyone can use their mouths. It's so easy. It doesn't take any brain cells. Zero, bro, to just talk shit. It's like a video game, but in real life. People can just say whatever and ever and just, you know? But in real life, bro, you don't know about tomorrow, so you better be grinding. You better be hustling today, bro. Each and every single day that you're here, you're winning already by just being here, by just breathing. So take advantage of it. Focus on what you want to do, your desires, your goals. Ask yourself what it is. Anytime you hear some bullshit, remind yourself, what do I want to do? What's my purpose? What makes me happy? What am I grateful for? When you remind yourself of those kind of things, you're not fazed by what people say. You remember what's really important to you. Anything that isn't important, like what they say about you, what they express, what they create. And people create the craziest narratives, like we've seen it. But it's like, yo, like, it's not high school, bruh. And in high school, I mean, even if you're in high school right now, like, yo, if people are talking shit, you know, those cliques, those groups or whatever that people think they're all cool and they be ego challenging or they be flexing and all that. Like, bro, at the end of the day, I'm gonna just say this to the youth, like, yo, a lot of the shit that they be flexing in school or whatever, wherever you're at currently, bro, that's all materialistic for the most part. It's all objective in a sense, and, you know, it's not the real objective in a sense. At the end of the day, you gotta realize this: when you pass away, those cars, those phones, the drip, whatever the case may be, you're not taking that to the grave with you. You're just taking yourself to the grave. So you have your whole being to love, to embrace, to focus on, to improve, to be better than who you were yesterday. If you're here today, you're winning already. And the fact that you're thinking about what you want to do, you're winning. Because a lot of people don't do that. People rather escape. People rather focus on the bullshit. They'd rather be negative because it's so easy to be negative. It's really hard to be positive. So it's really hard, unfortunately. Like I said yesterday, bro, I wish it was really easy. I wish it was flip-flopped, reversed in a sense where it was easy to be positive, to show love. People rather show negativity, hate, create narratives, false narratives that, you know, instead of just, you know, creating positive narratives or let alone just creating like, you know, support, showing support. But don't let that faze you. Don't let that be the reason why you stop. Don't let them, you know, have you stutter. Don't let them have you just stop. This is your life. You deserve more than what they have to say. They're not even showing you. They're not even caring about you. If they really cared about you, if they really showed love, you would have felt that right there and then. But their words, bro, don't let that just, don't take it personal to the point where you stop. That you get distracted. That's what they want. They really, like, the more people that are unfocused, the happy. All right, so shout out to my phone for cutting out. I think that's my cue to go. I'm just kidding. But basically, that's pretty much it that I had to say with y'all. Towards the end, right before I got cut off, actually, I was just saying, like, yo, the more people are unfocused, the more they're happier. The more the happier they are in reality, because they don't want people focused. They don't want you to be focused on your goals. They want you to be distracted, sidetracked, lost, feeling some type of way. But who's to say that you don't deserve a life where you get everything and anything that you want? You deserve more than gold. diamonds, the cars, whatever it is, bro. You just deserve happiness, pure happiness. And that comes from within, bro. You don't need to have them to understand you for you to be happy or for you to enjoy this life of yours. It's you, bro. It's all about you. And that's why they don't want you. They don't want you to be focused on you, because they don't want you to be, all about yourself. They want you to be all about their bullshit. But at the end of the day, bro, you are you, and nobody can take that away from you, like dead ass. So embrace that, appreciate that. It's very easy, like I said, to focus on the negativity, to focus on the bullshit, to create that shit. Like anybody can, it's so easy. It's actually crazy how easy it is to create drama. It really is, to be toxic. But those who are positive, those who choose to be positive, those who choose to push forward through the bullshit, those are the strong ones, bro. Trust. And also, like, we're not here to compare, right? We're never here to compare. And let me just say this, like the stats, when you really think about it, those who just talk about people all day versus those who just work on their goals, there's a very, very big difference in terms of their quality, their characteristics, what they choose to do, like how their strength. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just here to remind you, you, like I'm talking to you. I know you're a very strong individual. And I just don't want you to crack. I don't want you to fall, to the pressure, the bullshit. Like never mind the bullshit, bro. You are worth more. You are valid as is. You are great as is. All right? That's pretty much it that I had to share with y'all for today. Before my phone just cuts off again, I'm going to just end it there. See, I called that shit like dead ass, bro. It literally cut off right before I can even finish. I love you. But yeah, I love you. Yeah, you, bro. I fucks with you, bro. So keep your heads up. All right? Don't stop for nobody, not even for yourself. And yeah, I hope that you have a blessed day, to say the least. Nonetheless, I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. If you don't get your ugly, I'm just kidding. That's just my saying. That's what I heard. If you don't get your ugly, this here, Chris there, what. Anyways, yeah, keep your heads up. And yeah, it's your boy CEO Hobson. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. Peace.